So a very, very warm welcome to you all this evening to the Compassionate Friends annual worldwide candle lighting. My name is Carolyn Bryce. I'm a bereaved parent and I'm also the CEO of Compassionate Friends. I'm really so glad that Compassionate Friends are able to host this event this evening, where we can come together in understanding and support to remember and honour our precious,
which he's more than delivered on.
Could we ask you to mute yourselves? Thank you. We come together in understanding and support to remember and honour our precious, beautiful, cherished and much loved children, siblings and grandchildren, particularly during this very, very tough month for all of us. This evening's event is part of the Compassionate Friends Worldwide Candle Lighting, an annual event begun in 1997 and which continues to this day as parents and their families light candles at 7 p.m. local time all around the world. Some light candles together with others in in-person events, others online like tonight's event. Others light a candle privately at home or just with close family members. The idea is to create a wave of light of remembrance and hope circling the globe on the second Sunday of December. So before I hand over to Linda, who's going to look after us this evening and run the candle lighting, we've just got a few housekeeping items to share with you. So as you came into the Zoom room this evening, you were automatically muted, and we'd ask that you keep your sound on mute for the whole of our evening together, please. There are many of us here this evening, over 200 in fact, and if anyone is not on mute, it can create quite a lot of distracting background noise, so thank you for that. You may also want to change your name on your video screen, like mine, so it says your name and the name of your child, sibling or grandchild. If you know how to do that, please feel free to do so, but I'm sorry that I can't give you instructions for that, as it's often different on different devices. So we hope also that you'll leave your videos on for the whole of the event, and particularly when you light your candles. For safety, just a reminder to have your candle in a container and to remember to have a flame match or light or whatever handy now to light them with when we light them at 7. When you do have your video on, can we ask that you do not move around or move your camera device around too much, as this can be distracting for others with us this evening. We would also respectfully ask that we limit the messages that are shared in the chat, if that's okay, during the event and after the event tonight. It can be really quite distracting for others attending, and others may feel they have to respond to your messages, and unfortunately we just don't have the resources to respond to every message shared. We very much hope that this time together this evening will help to sustain you as you navigate this tough few weeks. We appreciate, however, that this is a very emotive time and this event is emotional. It's okay to be upset here or feel that strength of emotion. But sadly, we can't reach out to you with a comforting touch or a hug in this online environment. But we want you to know that all of us at Compassionate Friends are thinking of everyone, and we hold you in our thoughts, if not physically in our arms. I'm going to hand over now to Linda Sewell, who will lead our candle lighting this evening with some words and music. There will be some words shared now by Linda and some readers, our volunteer readers. We will light our candles together at around 7 p.m. and this will be followed by some closing words and music. And the event should finish around 7:15 or 7:20. So thank you so much, Linda, and I'll hand over to you now.
Thank you, Carolyn, and a very warm welcome to you all this evening for this virtual gathering to honour our children, to say their names and light candles in tribute to them. My name is Linda, and like many of you, I too am a bereaved parent. I'm also a professional celebrant, and it's an absolute honour for me to lead this candle lighting service. Around the world this evening, bereaved families are coming together to light a candle for their children, sibling, or grandchildren, to honour their lives and ensure that the world is circled with the light of the love that surrounds them. Families given the chance to unite, to remember their children, siblings, and grandchildren with love and with reverence. This evening will include some poetry and music for reflection when we light our candles. Poems will be read by fellow compassionate friends on behalf of all of us. And tonight is the third annual TCF Worldwide Candlelighting Ceremony that has been shared in the UK and beyond via Zoom. The ability to come together virtually means that we can take part in the security of our homes, safe with our photographs, memories, and candles, yet knowing that we are not alone, but joined by thousands of others, similarly bereaved around the world. And some of you are here for the very first time, having only recently lost your beloved child, sibling, or grandchild. Others have been grieving a child or children for longer, although the loss can still feel just like yesterday. And seeing so many faces on the screen is a powerful reminder that however isolated we may feel, we aren't alone. Wherever you are, and however long you have been grieving, you are welcome this evening. 2022 has been a very strange year after so many months of upheaval and chaos caused by the pandemic. And many of you will have lost your precious son, daughter, sibling, or grandchild only this year, and emotions are still very raw. Some of us draw comfort from signs, whether or not we have any religious affiliation. Feathers, pennies, robins, and lots of other things can take on greater significance for us after loss. I personally derive great comfort from rainbows. They are upside down smiles and a promise of something better after the storm. Like many of you, I am a bereaved parent. My son Tom is pictured here. He is forever 19. He lost his life following an accident in 2008. And like you, I have dates that can still sit heavily on the calendar, dates that sit on my shoulder, dates which I don't want to recognize, but which I can't ignore. These days I try and live for Tom, to do things on his behalf, which he would have enjoyed, to support causes close to his heart. And many of you, I know, may also have found purpose in your everyday through doing things in memory of your child, sibling, or grandchild. Reading through the newsletters and other communications from the compassionate friends, there are so many uplifting stories of challenges taken and often funds raised, and all a part of the legacy of our child, sibling, or grandchild. I like to think that one day I will be able to see Tom again, and when he asks me what I've been up to since he left, I will tell him many things that hopefully he would approve of, he might even be proud of, and he perhaps might laugh at. Through the compassionate friends, I have made many good friends, the best of friends, and like many others, wish more than anything that we'd never met because our child, sibling, or grandchild had died. But there it is, friendships made through the worst of circumstances, but which can bring understanding, companionship, and even laughter. These friendships cut through the chit-chat, the trivia, because they are forged in darkness and yet made strong by love and the light that is offered through connection with others, similarly bereaved and broken. I know that I am forever grateful for these friendships formed through TCF. The love we hold for our child, sibling, or grandchild underpins everything. We are in the position of missing someone who has died too soon, gone before us, gone in the wrong order. We grieve the loss of their life and their future, and the loss of the future we thought we would have with them, which now can never be. Whatever the circumstances of the death, the pain and devastation we feel puts us on a roller coaster of emotion. And having a safe outlet to talk and share is invaluable. And knowing that there are other people who understand, who feel the same pain, can give us hope for the future. Hope that we too can live a life that is meaningful and that we will smile and even laugh again. We are living in the presence of absence, trying to juggle our new normal. Going out and doing things is hard, especially when we have family occasions or other events which really highlight that our beloved child, sibling or grandchild isn't there. This first poem that we're going to share this evening is written by Donna Ashworth. It's called Take Them With You, and I invite Joe Kitterick to read it to us all now.
If someone you love did not make it on that trip, you can take it for them, with them. If someone you love did not witness that milestone, you can show them anytime you like. If someone you love did not get to do their living, you can finish those dreams on their behalf. The beautiful thing about love, you see, is that death need not stop life. If you carry someone in your heart, you can take them with you anywhere you like.
Thank you so much, Joe. And of course, we do carry our child, sibling or grandchild with us everywhere that we go, because they lived and because we love them, and we will always love them. The going may be hard, we will get setbacks, we will fall down, but we can and we do get back up again. Our resilience sets us apart. We have been broken to the very core of our being and have somehow continued to tell our child's story and rewrite our own. We are all here this evening to light candles for our children, siblings and grandchildren. Some were here for longer than others, but they all left footprints on our hearts. Every life that ever formed is precious, and we are always connected to our child, sibling or grandchild by the silver and golden threads of love, which are eternal. Our children filled our lives with colour, and life without them can be monotone. It takes time for colour to filter back into our lives, to be able to appreciate beauty, to be able to smile. So be gentle with yourselves. Take the time you need to re-engage with light and colour again. As a child yourself, perhaps you had a kaleidoscope. They were like little telescopes, and when you looked into them and turned the end, they would make amazing and beautiful, brightly coloured patterns. And a kaleidoscope is made up of broken pieces. Yet when we look into it, we see something truly beautiful. And so it is with the bereaved. Broken to the core, we can find inner layers of kindness and rich veins of compassion. And these are gifts from our child, our sibling, our grandchild. These gifts mean that we can help others. We've been given the gift of understanding pain and separation. Perhaps it's too early yet to be able to articulate it, but we can still give a reassuring smile, share a tear, give a hug to someone else in darkness. Together we're stronger. Together we remember. Together we will never forget. This next poem is called Grief, and it is a poem from the book Seasons of Grief, and I invite David Irvine to read it to us.
Grief. If you think you're going insane, that's normal. If all you can do is cry, that's normal. If you have trouble with most minor decisions, that's normal. If you can't taste your food or have any semblance of an appetite, that's normal. If you have feelings of rage, denial, and depression. That's normal. If you find yourself enjoying a funny moment and immediately feeling guilty, that's normal. If you can share your story, your feelings, with an understanding listener, another parent, bereaved parent, sibling, or grandparent, that's a beginning. If you can get a glimmer of your child or sibling's life rather than his or her death, that's normal. That's wonderful. If you can remember your child or brother or sister with a smile, that's healing. If you can find your mirrors have become windows and you are able to reach out to another bereaved parent, sibling, or grandparent, that's growing.
Thank you, David. And we will all grow. Nature provides solace for many of us. Being outside, walking, or sitting somewhere that is tranquil and serene is balm for our souls. The TCF walks that have been organised have been well attended, and I know that across the country there are many smaller groups that gather for dog walks or just rambles where the bereaved can share with each other, sharing even in silence. Nature is healing, and it reminds us of the circle of life, the changing of the seasons, the darkness and the light. Many of us find comfort in growing things for our child, sibling, or grandchild, planting something in their memory. The next poem is from Forget Me Not Poems, a compilation of beautiful poems available from TCF. It's called The Visit, and it was written by Kathy Wade, and Kathy is going to read it. Kathy is Arif's mum, and I invite Kathy to share it now.
I came to see you yesterday. I told you of the things I had done, the things I've seen. I talked of our memories, the days we shared together. I spoke of all these things, but you didn't answer. You wouldn't answer. You couldn't answer. But then I heard the leaves whispering in the breeze. I heard the birds' lofty songs. I heard the squirrels squabbling in their dens. I heard the flowers growing beneath the grass. I heard the stars moving slowly in their orbits. I heard the silence, and I knew you had listened. I knew you had answered.
Thank you so much, Kathy. That connection with nature, with the universe, is so powerful. Listening to the trees can be therapeutic. My husband and I are currently in the process of buying a tree for the new memorial garden at Weybridge Vandals Rugby Club, which was much loved by our lovely boy. Our Tom played there from age 4, and he was passionate about both rugby and Weybridge Vandals. So choosing the right tree has become an important focus for us. This memorial garden is 4 trees, but just like our children, siblings, and grandchildren, memorial gardens are all unique. Some offer roses or other shrubs. Some folk choose plants that bear the name of their child, sibling, or grandchild. Others just love forget-me-nots, little seeds of hope to scatter for the spring. This year, many trees have been planted as part of the National Trust's Plant a Tree appeal. And long-time TCF members Margaret and Chris have always observed a day of giving in honour of their son David's birthday. David died when he was 6 years old, and this year he would have been 50. So Margaret and Chris have donated a tree. They said that marking David's life in this way has brought happiness in the face of their loss. Trees stand for hope and renewal, a cause worthy of David's memory. So many of you have done things worthy of your child's memory. So many of you still have so much ahead that will make a difference to future generations and bring you some happiness in the face of your loss. It is all part of our beloved child's legacy. This next poem is also rooted in nature. It's called I Heard Your Voice in the Wind Today, and it was written by Andrea Jackson. And I invite Anne Barlow to come on and read it to us.
I heard your voice in the wind today, and I turned to see your face. The warmth of the wind caressed me as I stood silently in place. I felt your touch in the sun today, as its warmth filled the sky. I closed my eyes for your embrace, and my spirit soared high. I saw your eyes in the window pane as I watched the falling rain. It seemed as each raindrop fell, it quietly said your name. I held you close in my heart today, and it made me feel complete. You may have died, but you are not gone. You will always be a part of me. As long as the sun shines, the wind blows, the rain falls, you will live on inside of me forever, for that is all my heart knows.
Thank you so much, Anne. And that is all our heart knows. In a short while, we will be lighting our candles, and then we'll take a few moments for reflection before our closing words and poems. And the ritual of candle lighting is powerful. Rituals are important. They open channels which allow love to flow. And if your love flows as tears, then that too is all right. We are all here for each other in a kind and supportive way. I know that some of you, many of you, have crafted candle holders especially, and others will have chosen a candle or holder for reasons meaningful to them. However you choose to light your candle, and whatever you use to contain it, it will be exactly right for you now. Lighting the candle is special for each of you. The light of love will shine, connecting you to your child, sibling, or grandchild, connecting you to each other. And the light of your candle will shine out in tribute and join with the countless other candles around the world. So it is time. This tall candle I light for all those families who, for whatever reason, have not been able to join us to light a candle in memory tonight. That their child's light may shine. So please do light your candle now.
It's all I can do to honor you.
These words were written by my dear friend, author and fellow bereaved parent, Andrea Corrie. The last verse from a poem that she wrote. The candles are lit, see the light shine. I'll start again. The candles are lit, see their light shine. The flames are upright and clear and fine. As a symbol of peace in spirit we align, united in loss, be it yours or mine. As the candles are lit and the glow of their light shines out, it is a timely reminder for us all to look for the light. Bereaved parent Safina Powell has written a beautiful poem, and she will share it with us now as we sit in the candlelight.
Thank you, Linda. Out of the darkness and into the light. When darkness comes, don't let it bring fear. Seek comfort in light. It will always be near. Raise up your head. Look up to the sky. Be blessed by the sun. Let it shine in your eye. You'll find strength in light when all seems so dark. Look for a glimmer. There will be a spark. The flickering flame of a candle so bright can radiate hope and solace through light.
Thank you, Safina, for your very beautiful words. This evening, we have honoured our dearly loved ones in candle lighting, each candle lit for someone unique and precious, someone so cherished that their love and light shines out for all to see and blends with our own. Our connection with our child, with our sibling or grandchild, is always there. We are connected by the bonds of love forever. And it is love that keeps us going. It is love that underpins everything. This last reading is called To Honour You, and it was written by Connie Baird, and it reminds us why we are all still standing. And I invite Paul Botel to read it to us all now.
To honour you, I get up every morning and take a breath and start another day without you in it. To honour you, I laugh and love with those who knew your smile and the way your eyes twinkled with mischief and secret knowledge. To honour you, I take chances, say what I feel, hold nothing back, risk making a fool of myself, and dance every dance. You were my light, my heart, my gift of love from the very highest source. So every day I promise to make a difference, share a smile, live, laugh, love. Now I live for us both. So all I do to honour you.
Thank you so much for that, Paul. Thank you to everyone for being with us this evening. Together we have encircled the earth with the light of love and hope to honour our children, grandchildren and siblings. May the flames burn bright and long in your hearts and memories, always wrapped in love. Please be gentle with yourselves. Be kind to yourselves. Perhaps give yourselves a little hug now. Just wrap your arms around yourself and rock gently. And just feel the love that is around you. And please, please always remember that you are not alone. TCF is here for you. Online, on the end of the phone, local support groups, and more. To end this service, I would like to share these beautiful words from the poet John O'Donoghue, words to take with us as we face new days ahead, new challenges, a timely reminder that death does not stop life, and that life can still have beautiful moments. John wrote, "Let us not look for you only in memory, where we would grow lonely without you. You would want us to find you in presence beside us when beauty brightens, when kindness glows and music echoes eternal tones." I send my love to each and every one of you, and I will say good night now and pass you back to Carolyn. Good night.
Thank you so much, Linda, and our wonderful readers, Safina, Kathy, Joe, Paul, David and Anne, for that beautiful and poignant service of words and music, remembering our precious children, brothers and sisters and grandchildren. Just to say that the recording will be available on our website and our YouTube channel, so you can listen again if you wish to. Please also remember that our remembrance book is open on our website. In a moment, before we leave this evening, we will share a slide which gives you the web address for the remembrance book. And we hope that you will wish to post a message about and photo perhaps of your wonderful children, siblings and grandchildren in the book. Part of why we have this event, as I mentioned earlier, in this very tough month, is our hope that being together and sharing some moments of remembrance, togetherness and hope will help to sustain us as we navigate the days and weeks to come. We are very aware that we can feel very alone in these dark days of December, but you are not alone. We are all here together, connecting and holding on together. And that is all we can do. Hold on, and we will get through it together. Our peer support, as Linda said, is there for you. And we hope that just knowing that there are others here today who understand and who are alongside your pain and struggle will help to support and sustain you throughout December. And as Linda mentioned, just a reminder that if you need us, we are here for you. Our support is ongoing, whether you are newly bereaved or some years into grieving for your child or loved one. We continue to be there with a range of support, our helpline, our online support via Facebook, the forum, and online support groups, our local one-to-one support and local groups, our retreat weekends, support days, our library and publications, and via our volunteer grief companions and more. This is an ongoing journey, and we want you to know that we're not only all together tonight, but we want to support you in your journey of grief and love for your precious children, siblings and grandchildren. Over the coming weeks, thanks to the dedication and commitment of our bereaved parent volunteers, our helpline will be open every day throughout December and the New Year. Our Facebook groups and forum are good places for support too. There's usually someone online to speak with and share together. Our retreat weekend in January, called the National Gathering, also still has spaces. So if you're more than 6 months bereaved, this can be a wonderful weekend where you can be with other bereaved parents and siblings and grandparents and take part in discussion groups, workshops, talks, activities, or simply be with your compassionate friends in a safe and understanding environment. This retreat weekend is from the 13th to the 15th of January, and more details of the gathering are on our website under events. A similar weekend will be held in Stirling in Scotland in March 2023. Again, all the information on how to book is on our website, and financial support is available to enable everyone to attend, whatever your financial circumstances. Please get in touch to find out more. For now, we hope that the coming weeks are gentle on you all, and all of us, the compassionate friends, send you our sincerest wishes for a peaceful Christmas holiday season. Our time together this evening has now come to an end. So please just take a moment and then leave our Zoom room in your own time over the next few minutes. Thank you for being with us tonight, and we do wish you a peaceful evening.